morning, y'all. I hope you're having a great day. This is Live and Laugh with Linda. I'm Linda. I'm so happy you joined us. On this channel, we celebrate life in every possible way we can. So we do a lot of different things, but we would absolutely love to have you join us. Please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, all the things, and returning people. You know, I need this. Y'all, today's video is going to be about dementia caregiver support groups. And this has been long time coming. I have never wanted to go to one. I've resisted it. And I will tell you why. I don't want to see what my husband's next stage is going to be looking like, or even what for sure not the last stage, what it's going to look like. We've done enough reading. We know what's coming. We're trying to take this one day at a time, one step at a time. So there goes my clock singing to y'all again. Anyway, so that's the main reason. But our doctor, our dementia physician, as well as my family, has kind of been on my case. So I said, okay, fine. One reason I haven't gone is I haven't been able to find one for vascular dementia, which is what my husband has been diagnosed with. And let me tell you about dementia if you don't already know. You probably do, but dementia is a huge umbrella in which all different kinds of dementias fall under. Alzheimer's is the most well-known in the whole world probably, but it's just one kind. That affects mostly the frontal lobe and things like that. But there's Lewy body dementia, which we were misdiagnosed with for a little while. That's a whole different thing. There's all kinds. And we have vascular, which has to do with blood flow. All right, so I went to one support group of just, I don't know what it was. It was really Parkinson's with dementia, because Parkinson's has very similar symptoms. I did that a couple months back, and I just did not like them. What happened was somebody came in. I thought this was for caregivers only. Turns out you can bring the patient in if you want to, the person you're caregiving. So a lady brought her husband in, and he's sitting there around the table. There was only 5 of us there. So I didn't feel like I could be open with my frustrations in front of a patient who's in beginning stages. I didn't want to project negativity on him, so it wasn't my gig. All right, so finally my doctor said, listen, just go to Alzheimer's. They're all over the place. So I did. I signed up for one. And my daughter-in-law went with me, which I so appreciated. Okay, so there was about 20 people there, and they were all, I would call elderly. I mean, I don't know if you call 70 years old elderly. That's me. I don't know when the elderly thing as opposed to seniors. I don't know. But, I mean, some of them were in their 90s, and some of them were in their 80s. Maybe one lady might have been in her late 70s. I don't know for sure. But all these people were caregivers. And some of them, particularly 2 men, 2 men and 1 woman, the person they were caregivers of had already passed away, about some of them 10 years ago. But one of them was 92 years old, this very kind man, and he's the one who started this group. So he supports it, he comes and encourages, and it was very much that way. So the things I liked about it, the kindness of the people was overwhelming. Wonderful welcome, very encouraging. So that was what I really, really liked about it. We all went around the room, and every person shared their situation. And if they had a question or needed some advice, they mentioned something they're struggling with or something like that. So I learned that. I also got a little bit of affirmation, or what's the word I'm looking, confirmation, in that vascular dementia is different and doesn't apply to a lot of the other kinds, which for the longest time, y'all, I thought I was losing my mind. What is going on? This is not the right thing. So that encouraged me a little bit. Some of the things I learned about some services that I can avail myself of. One service they had, which was absolutely the coolest thing I heard of, is there's a group in town called the Sparklers. That's right, the Sparklers. And they are just people that have volunteered, been trained for taking care of people. They're not nurses or anything like that, but they will come to your house and take care of your loved one while you go and get some fresh air, take a walk, go to the store, whatever, and they don't charge anything. That was a beautiful thing to hear that. They'll also come and help you out in the house if maybe you need that. But I thought I love the name Sparklers. Apparently they sparkle. The most informative thing I learned was that 68% of all dementia caregivers, and maybe cancer caregivers too, I don't really know. They mentioned that this was a dementia gathering. 68% usually die before their loved one that they're caregiving for does. 68%. Wow. Now, the reason for that is that caregivers we don't take care of ourselves. I don't have time to go to the doctor. I don't have time to pay attention to this pain in my chest. I don't have time. And besides, I don't want it deep down. I don't want to hear anything. I told my doctor about 2 months ago, I looked at him straight in the face. I said, I can't get sick. You hear me? You hear me? Because I can't take care of my husband. The both of us can't be down. And it was like I was saying, dude, fix this. So that's something that I need to work on. In fact, I'm at the end of the month, and I've got some things that's come up. And so I've put it aside. And at the end of the month, I'm going to a cardiologist. So I've never been to one before, but I'm going to have that checked out. But that kind of was an awakening. And then again, the kindness of everyone. They meet twice a month. You can talk if you want to. You can just sit there. When you first come, they want to know your name and, explain yourself, this and that, what's going on with you. But all in all, it was a positive experience. There were no patients there. I don't think they allow patients in there. I wanted to mention the one reason why the whole thing about 68% of all caregivers pass before their loved one is because one of the members had brought it up that we be in prayer for one of the other members that wasn't there that day. And she, the wife, I think she was 81 or something, cared for her husband. And she was vibrant and, according to everybody else, looked like she was in good health and all the things. And like 3 days before this meeting, they found her passed away in her bed. And now they don't have a situation for her husband. So it's important. That's really, really important. And I said, I hear you. Actually, I got in the car and said, I hear you, Lord. I do. All right. And the other thing is, y'all, you don't have to look too far to see how blessed you are. Isn't that the truth? Now, some of these people have been at it a while. And a couple of the older men had put their wives in a memory care place because they couldn't handle it anymore, and they were sad. One guy had been married 72 years. And bless his heart, he came to tears and all like that. So we're not there yet. So anyway, if any of you, one more thing, if any of you all noticed, a couple weeks ago I started Tuesday Talks with Butch and Linda. And the first one was great. Butch was on his game. I wanted him to share some of his life experiences. He's had so many. And then I tried we had the hurricane thing come through, so we didn't have any power for a couple of days. So then this past week, I tried to record episode 2. It's a mess. It's a mess. He was not on his game. And I would not show any of the 40 minutes that he talked. I could not edit it out enough because it would lower his dignity. So that may happen. Next time, we're going to do a Q&A. I ask, that's it. But please be patient with us. It probably won't be every Tuesday. But I want him out there. He wants to be out there, and I want him out there as long as he can. Anyway, listen, y'all be blessed today. Find something to smile about. Hey, look in the mirror. If nobody in your house has dementia, that's a good day to be a good day. Give yourself a smile. Praise Jesus. Amen. And you know what? Last time I checked, God was still sitting on the throne. That's something to smile about. Isn't that the truth? All right, then, y'all be blessed. And I will see you next time. Bye now.